I wasn't looking for where to sleep. My bed means the music that goes on there. Anyway, this is the Christmas week. Anything goes. You're welcome to Daily Digest with Jimi Disu, brought to you by Amstel Malta. And this is the Christmas week in which I am so pleased. This week we'll take it a bit nice and easy, even though I have my good friend Osai is here. And he brought into his another good friend of his, Ayo Ajanaku. And we said that we'll continue the story of Nigerian politics, that we started on Saturday during the discourse. But before then, I have some things to give out, and I'm going to give out 3 gifts today. So you got to be ready, courtesy of Amstel Malta. They've made some nice gifts available to spice up your Christmas. So what will I do? I think my very first caller will get the first of the gifts. Now, when you do call, let's get your name clearly. You hold on when we finish speaking so we can note your number. And you come and pick up your gift within 2 days. The last time we had something like this, some people kept there was one woman, I think Philip, who kept the gift for close to 1 month. So we are not going to do that. We have a space problem. This is the Christmas period, so when you win, we give you today is Tuesday, we'll give you till Thursday to pick up the gift. If you don't pick it up this week, somebody else will take it, okay? And I'm sure part of the gifts is something that you'll be able to serve at your table if you know it's Amsterdam Malta hard, and you have an idea of what it is. If you don't hear any music in the background, we have a bit of a system breakdown. I do apologize. I know some of you enjoy the music. That was what I was asking Sheriff, that my bed. Bed is the music, you play in the background. And I'm sure even Osa was looking at me that, why is Uncle Jimmy asking Sheriff for his bed? For his bed. And so, morning Osa, how are you? You were listening last week Saturday, but let's talk about the electoral bill that the president has refused to sign. Let's update ourselves on that. Why do you think this gentleman has passed this thing back to the National Assembly?
There's a particular item,
yes,
in that bill, which I'm very, very sure they're not. How will I put it? They're not comfortable with.
Yes.
So, but you can't come out and say it.
What is that? What's the particular item?
The electronic transmission of votes.
Do you think all the parties are not happy with it, or the APC in particular?
The APC in particular are not happy with it. That's the truth.
Well, the PDP will not be happy with it either anyway.
The PDP were happy with it because if the votes count, they may likely come into power in the party. So if the votes really count.
Wait a minute. Mr. Janaku, do you think the PDP has a chance to win the elections in 2023? I mean, if we were to conduct the elections today.
If the elections were held today, PDP has the election to lose. They have, they are their own nemesis. It's for them to lose.
But he gave an indication now that he thought that if there was an election today, isn't that what?
No. If there's an election today, it's going to be a landslide for PDP.
Why do you say so?
With the current economic situation, with the current insecurity in Nigeria. People are telling you, let's go back to that days where at least we were comfortable. At least we were not like this.
Were we comfortable during the days of the PDP?
Yes. Because you see, what people fail to understand is that look at the position you were May 29, 1999. As of May 29, 1999, anybody can go and check. We had less than $3 billion in the foreign reserve left by the military for us. And President Obasanjo took power.
Yeah.
Folded his sleeves, worked hard.
Yeah.
We were like a pioneer nation. We were out of Commonwealth, out of several places. We started getting back, back to the mainstream of world global politics. We started reaching out to foreign powers who started now doing business with us. Investments started coming in. This man left us after paying a substantial part of our debt and getting the remaining one due to let me put it that way, due to his own personal goodwill, not the goodwill of the country, getting some substantial part of our debt wiped out and giving us a reserve of about 65 billion. So look at it, from 3 billion to 65 billion in 2007, and there was an average growth of about 7% year in, year out. During the global economic meltdown, we were like we were like in the bubble. It didn't affect us because the reforms, the banking reforms,
Yes.
make us, not to feel the global crunch. The US had had issues, the European Union had issues, UK, everybody had issues, Japan, China, everybody had issues. But we at that particular point, we had the buoyant at that level. We had the buoyant foreign reserve. Now look at where we are now. Look at we are now heading down to the valley where we started from in pre-1999. And even some people are trying to say even the Abacha years are even better than where we are now.
But listen, Mr. Janaku, don't some people hold the PDP for laying the foundation for the current economic death straits that we find ourselves in? Remember that even the party itself apologized to Nigerians.
Yes, for the for the drawback after 16 years in power. But you agree with me, Mr. Jimmy, that we have suddenly gone back to a worse state. I mean, we're taking 10 steps forward, and now we've suddenly taken like 20 steps backwards in economic terms, in political terms, in social-cultural terms, in security. I mean, it's not for the faint-hearted.
But the APC supporters will tell you that you've had quite a lot of infrastructural development. They quickly point out so many things: the railways, the Niger Bridge, this and that. Though, having said that, for me, infrastructural development is good, but the psyche of the people, my biggest worry with the APC is they've not been able to galvanize Nigerians into one. Rather, under Buhari's government, the country has been divided down the line. So under Buhari's government, you had some agitation for, IPOB was already there, but now all of a sudden, for whatever it is worth, Yoruba Nation. Now, so you might say that some of these things are commercial enterprises, but you have aided them. For example, we have problems with security, but there's still a reported imbalance in your security architecture. I mean, so in that sense, it's good to have bridges and trains and whatever. But the people who are going to go on these bridges and who are going to go on these trains and whatever need to be healthy and buoyant. So there must be some kind of balance, which is non-existent. You are looking at me, waiting up.
Because you see,
why are you looking at me like that?
The bridges.
It's not that the Oyibo way I talk, right?
the truth of the matter is that I heard these things of infrastructure.
Yes.
And the indices, the numbers showing us that we are down. So that means it's not going pari passu with economic growth. So the thing is that we don't have an economic policy.
Well.
So to me, when I see, is it bridges? There's no state, maybe apart from 1 or 2 or 3, there is no state that has not built bridges.
It's a crown jewel now.
The crown jewel. Everybody build flyover. You go to Shagamu by this thing. There's a bridge there. You go to the road. What's his name? Ijebu by this thing. I'm also build bridges. In Abeokuta, there are bridges all over everywhere. But the average Nigerians, we are going deeper and deeper into poverty.
Definitely.
We are going deeper and deeper into poverty.
The poverty
there is
capital
nothing
of the world.
There's no economic program to lift people out of poverty. It took Dalula of Brazil less than 7 years to take over 40 million households out of poverty now in Brazil. Brazil were in deep shit before.
Yes.
We took its leadership. We don't have it. We don't have the team. We have the cabinet is full of lawyers. We don't have there's no economic policy that we can say, okay, this is what this government is doing. This is what see, this government has not laid a single legacy either in the fight against corruption. We have not seen it. It was during Obasanjo's time that his bosom friend SM Afolabi was thrown to jail. Tafa was relieved. Ministers were sacked. This many things happened. We saw movement. We saw the EFCC that they are talking about. The EFCC they are talking about. Those institutions were created by the PDP. Show me that universal basic education was created. I'm not a card carrying member of PDP.
Wait. Don't jump the gun. You don't use Oturumoko.
No, I'm not. I am not. I am a Nigerian, but I'm looking at what. No, I voted for this government. Let's say I voted for this government in 2015.
Wait.
I can't deny that.
You don't use the kind of Oturumoko that they use before they fire shots. You have it. I was just going to ask you, are you a card-carrying member of the PDP?
I am not. But my name is nowhere.
But your friend is
He jumped the gun.
Your friend is in PDP.
Who?
Obasek.
He was in APC. We voted for him in APC. When APC decided to deny him the ticket, then all of us now voted for him. We are not partisans.
APC was good then.
We felt he was a better candidate than the other candidates.
But wait a minute. If you keep thinking that the PDP might have a chance, then let's look. Who do you think might crop up in the PDP?
That's a problem.
That's a problem. Who do you think is the credible leader that might crop up in the PDP to give the APC? Well, we have APC. So far, there's only one front runner.
Yes,
and that's the man himself. And like I said,
the
co-founder. And like I said early this morning, if care is not taken, this gentleman will grab the ticket for one. And I explained it to you, and you agreed. The man he knows how to carry everybody along. If he knows,
we understand the carry. When you say that carry, we understand that carry.
When they called a good man, we don't die now, Mr. Fix It. We all knew how he fixed the things. He knows how to carry things along. If he takes a refinery to get you to join, he will offer it to you. And whether you like it or not, Achiwaju is a politician's delight. You can see all those around him, they've gone into a frenzy because they know he knows how to do these things. Baba doesn't know how to do these things. History has shown that he is not deft at this particular movement. And you see, in the game of what? Actually, you play what, Oza?
Yes, sir.
In the game of plot, you'll be feeling very happy with yourself that you have reserved 1 star. But your opponent might come out with a what? I suspect they might put a what on Baba himself, the way things are going, because I'm sure Baba will have his own candidate.
Which of the Baba is okay? The main Baba?
The main Baba. There's only one Baba. Say Baba. Okay. I'm absolutely sure it would be naive. It would be naive of anybody to think that a president will not have interest in who succeeds him. That's very naive thinking. I don't belong to that class of thinking.
You see, the thing is that there's something that I notice about Nigeria, and like my people in the north will say, can I say that in the north?
You can say yes.
My brothers in the north will say Zapnima Baya Kausabu. It means that what you look for earnestly, you don't always get it. And it has shown me that the front runners never get to the villa at every particular time. Buhari looked for it, he didn't get it. The likes of Odili, I'm sure they have spent Ashwaju for now at present then in 2006.
I was at the convention. I was at the convention. I had a candidate.
The likes of Abdullahi Adamu.
They didn't get it.
Yeah.
So, but the Obasanjo all of a sudden from nowhere, Yaradua came out from somewhere. Same way the same Jonathan came out from nowhere. So, what you said about Buhari, people look at him as if he doesn't know what he's doing. The candidate is somewhere jogging. They're telling him get fit, go and do keep fit, jog, do and everything. Last minute they'll tell you, I think we should follow this man.
Well,
that's the end. I think everybody will just line up again. Then that man's house will not be the maker of some sort. Everybody will start going there. That's how it works in Nigeria now.
But I don't know if I can bank on Buhari to make some deft political moves. What I think can happen, or might happen, is that he would definitely be able to maneuver as to who he doesn't want.
Yes.
But whether he'll be able to see who he wants through. Because this whole Delhi story you are talking about, I was in Abuja then. And what I heard was that, I won't mention his name, he came with, so that was the era of the bullion vans really, not the ones that are body long. Those ones are small vans. These bullion vans came, but they opened the report card for him.
The dossier.
I don't know. I'm not sure about Baba's political deafness. I know he can prevent whoever he doesn't want. Yeah, a president
this man did not see. You forgot that the wife of the Baba of Lagos complained that after the sacrifice, after the thing that we did, look at how we are being paid. You forgot that this man was not seeing your Baba Lagos before. Doesn't even come. When Baba Lagos want to come to Abuja, he goes with Baba Oshubu. so sometimes we think that this man does not know what he's doing. President Muhammadu Buhari knows what he is.
I have never believed that he doesn't know. I might not agree.
So he knows the game.
No, he plays the
cards to his chest.
He knows the key. See, even people from sources, they are saying that people, when they go to ask him that, madam, where are we looking at? What is possible? You just be reading his paper, he doesn't even answer you. So that means there's something in his mind that he doesn't want to say now. So wait at the right time, he will say it.
You let the cat out of the bag.
So you just keep it. He's a military man now, so you have to keep that acidics.
Ajanaku,
Yes, sir.
where are we going to put my schoolmates in all this? I went to school with one person. I went to primary school with him and university. Where are we going to put him?
Well, I think he's
Do
between.
you know who the person is?
Uncle, you have said everything. You don't need to say further. He's a entity with subdued political symbolism, and he's between the devil and the deep blue sea, or what you might call between a hard place,
A rock and a hard place.
a rock and a hard place. So he can't even show his hand. So I mean, there are fringe people here and there trying to tell him, okay, throw your heart into the ring. But contesting for the number one office in Nigeria,
But he's so close to it. He's
Well,
one.
Is a heartbeat away.
Uncle G, he cannot contest for the number one office in the land by hiding in the dark.
Well, I've said that. What I've always said is that at this point, Nigeria needs a Moses, a visible Moses at that. Nigeria needs somebody to follow, and the earlier such a person emerges, the better. We're in death streets, so sir.
This is exactly like 12. We are just exactly 13 months or so to the next general election.
Yes,
13
we're
months
in,
to general election.
yes, we're in death streets. Nigeria is sinking.
On the precipice.
The only thing that would hold this country, that might hold it, let me use the word might and play safe, is to look up to this person and say, let us just bear it until this gentleman comes.
I was privileged to speak to some people who are high up in Lagos, speak to some people, different places I talk. There's one name that everybody, both political parties, that is not the chieftain, the power grabbers in each of the two parties. So there is one name that cut across, which to them feel that is a game changer, especially in the situation that we are. But for that name to come out and become that thing now, I'm very sure.
Wait, let's do a 20-question situation here. Is the person from the north or the south?
From the south.
Is he from the east or the west?
West.
From the west. Is he in APC or PDP?
None for now.
None for now.
But anybody, the party can,
how old is he?
I think he's in the 60.
Mid.
No, 60.
Okay, early
60,
60s.
early 60s.
Early 60s.
Early 60s. Is he in the current government?
No.
No.
It's not in the current government. It's Jamileo.
The current government is like you're a member of the ruling party now.
So
You have the crystal ball
Okay.
anyway.
Has he been in public office before?
Yes.
Remove your finger, Jade. This is getting very sweet. She's telling me to take a break. I can't take a break now. No, we will have to take a break. Who could this person be? Philip, do you have an idea? Zainab Bongo?
I do.
You do.
Can see. All of us, the public wants that man.
But how come I don't?
The public, major people want him to come.
We are going to take a break now. Okay, any minute from now we are going to take a break. It's the Daily Digest with Jimi Disu, brought to you by Amstel Malta. We are going to give us some gifts, 3 sets today, 3 sets tomorrow, and so on and so forth. And when we come back, I'll take my first call. And by that time, somebody would have whispered who this person is to me. So we'll take a short break and then we'll be right back. Don't go away.
Whatever news that come from the public that is against the government is fake.
Really talk.
Why are they turning their guns, their boots against the defenseless and harmless civilian populace? What is their problem?
Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Yeah, the bed is back. The bed is back. You're welcome to the Daily Digest with Jimi Disu, and it's brought to you by Amstel Malta. The name that was made available to me, it shocks me. This person has an international appointment at the moment, but does he have what they call the lever to do the job? Can he pull the trigger? Osa, do you think he has? It's one thing to be intellectually endowed, but Nigeria needs a very strong man. Do you think? Well, possibly if he's backed by, but you see, we don't want anybody who's going to be teleguided again and managed. It would be nice if we had a strong man.
There's no. See, the truth of the matter. Let's give ourselves.
He has the expertise and he has the international carriage.
Let's say it well. There is no man. There's no president, and I challenge anybody to come and tell me that he does not have people telling him what to do. Look at the White House. I've looked at the final days of Obama. You see,
let's talk Nigeria.
Yes, I'm just trying to tell you, as powerful as they. No. What I'm saying, as powerful as they are, they have a group of people behind the scenes who help fashion the policy of the government. You know, even during Obasanjo's time, we keep talking about Obasanjo. Yes, he was a strong-willed man. Very strong-willed man. But, you know, he surrounded himself with the kind of people who want to sell this kind of vision that he wants to do. Yes. And the fact, they put up economic policies for him.
Whatever you would say about, whatever you might say or think about Obasanjo, I think he's one of the, amongst the ones we've had, is one of the best.
He's not one of the best, he's the greatest.
Yes. I mean, whatever you might...
Look at it.
Personal, whatever.
In our nascent democracy, nobody comes close.
Yes.
From 99 till date. Or
let me pick our first winner, because I must give out these things. Our store is full of them. Okay. What you're going to get is some drinks and some other whatever to help you have a Merry Christmas. Who is that caller now? Hello, good morning.
Yeah, Uncle Jimmy, good morning, sir.
What's your name first? Make I know.
Christopher is my name.
Christopher
Onwuka is my name.
Christopher, you are the first.
Thank you, Uncle Jimmy.
You are the first winner of this. Christopher, what's your surname, sir?
Onwuka.
Christopher Onwuka.
Onwuka,
please
yes.
find your way here within the next 48 hours and pick up some drink, Amstel Malta and some other.
Can I greet you first, sir?
Let me finish. Don't you want this your prize? Do you want to donate it to him?
Okay.
Making the carry and go.
My brother, I say God bless you for saying the truth.
Thank you, sir.
I used to tell Uncle Jimmy, butcher this crocodile in the public at times. That name, Uncle Jimmy always giving soft landing to. Why not mention that name?
Which name?
If heaven go collapse, make it collapse. Okay, thank you.
All right. So, Mr. Moka, he has won the second winner will be the next female listener who calls in. The name we're thinking of, actually, let's just put it out there, is Additional. I've also heard his name crop up. I don't mind. He seems to have the wherewithal intellectually. Whether he can bite the bullet, I honestly don't know. Whether he has that deafness, I honestly don't know. But yeah, I would look, for me personally, for the first time in my life before I die, I want to have a president I can look up to on the international front, who can stand up there and sell my nation. You know, a president who, when he's speaking, everybody listens. I've been denied that in my lifetime, you know, since, apart from the time of Zeke, you know, when we were all small kids. You know, we used to look at Zeke's mouth like this, hi, kai. When I grew up, I want to be like this man. But since then, and then Gawan, of course, was a wonderful, complete statesman. So he's hugging Trump. So what? I know. He has. Yes, probably yes. I agree with you. But there's a slight problem though. Why do we leave out the East in this discussion? It would be nice if we had a president from the East. I keep saying that. It will solve a lot of problems and cool a lot of nerves if we did have a president from the East. Why does that seem impossible?
I'm not against anybody from the East, and like I said, if I had my way, I would have said two people should rule. If I had my way, I would have called. I'm a fan of Peter Obi. Fan of Peter Obi, diehard fan of him. I like him. I like the way I've traveled with him like 3 times on the plane as a sitting governor. I see him sit down with people in economic. So that's his lifestyle. So there's no police. And when he came to Murtala Mohammed Airport, I saw him. So that kind of person I think we need. Now for them,
and he just say the right things.
Yes. So you need those are austere politicians, which the normal average politician will not like.
Exactly.
So those are austere politicians that feel that the perks of office alone is enough for us. But let's do the work. Let's fold the sleeves. Let's work. You see, if it was possible for us to have a co-president, people will say, "Oh, these are not politicians." I don't need a politician now. I need the 100 million Nigerians to survive who are in poverty. I need these 13 or 14 million children out of school to start going to school. I think people will come with policies for us to get people back to the economy, to going back. If I can get Amina Mohammed, I can get Akinwumi Adesina, I can get Okonjo, I can get these 4 people to come and rule this country, and Peter will be, I'm okay. See, when this country prosper, all of us we enjoy. Everybody, including politicians, there will be things working for everybody. The public will have more purchasing power to buy anything, so you can come and formulate different businesses, and people will patronize. We have 200 million people here. That's a good market. So people should not be talking about one religion. Where has religion put us to? Where has religion taken us to? Where has ethnicity taken us to? Nigeria has gone beyond these things now. The young people of these days don't even care about. You see an Igbo man marrying a Yoruba. I was in a wedding of recent. A man from Egba marrying an Igbo woman. Yes. Everybody, the whole family was dancing. So people have moved beyond those things that all these old men of 1960 and 1970 are taking us backward. We have moved beyond that stage now. What we need pragmatic leadership who have the international wherewithal to strike good deals for Nigeria, get things going on, bring in foreign investments, turn around our local economy. This is what we need.
And give us a good image out there.
Yes, this is what we need. We need those people. So we have our best brains who are managing big budget more than Nigeria, and they are doing so. Let them come and help us out of this where we are now.
Yes, Uncle Jimmy, I agree. But back to the Southeast presidency with a question mark. The recurring decimal is for the Southeast president to emerge in Nigeria, it will not be served a la carte. They need the said political entities within that region need to reach out to other regions, consult, align, realign, do all the nocturnal shenanigans to get the number one.
Well, from the statements you get from the likes of Ohaneze and some various pressure groups and so on and so forth, there are 2 things you get from them. Either it should be given to them out of sympathy, or it is their right, and none of that works. None of that works in the political dispensation. But I also believe that, and I'm sorry to say this, I think the marginalization of the Easterners has actually affected their psyche. They now seem to have absorbed that marginalized whatever, and you can see a reluctance for them to push somebody forward boldly. Rather than the rhetoric, Ohaneze says it should come to the East. One of them said we will beg. You can't see that deft political move that was made that produced Obasanjo and Falaye against each other. My people are good at that. Ajanaku, are from where are you from? I am a Lagos boy. Sorry, you're a bit far from us.
We want Lagos now.
Well, yes, in a way, I can trace my origins to Benin.
History.
No, but you see, that also hasn't helped them, because they've been, to be fair to them, they've been seriously marginalized. Yes.
I just look back now. All the places, the villages, the towns, the regions that has produced Nigerian presidents.
Yes.
Have they turned to Dubai?
No.
I don't care where this president comes from. I need a leader who has rule of law.
Of course,
equity.
yes.
That's what we need. You see, whether we like it or not, let us not deceive ourselves. the Igbos hold the economy of Nigeria.
Yeah.
The retail business of Nigeria is owned by the Igbos.
Yeah.
Entrepreneurship business is owned by the Igbos.
Yeah.
So they are a
force to be
economic
reckoned with.
Power, yes.
Like just like the Jews.
Yes.
You know, they are an economic power. You go to anywhere, an Igbo man is not there, that means there's no prosperity there. Just quietly pack your bags and move. If you go there, you see one man, say, this man is Chuku. Okay, there's something happening here. They are digging something here. So they already have that economic power. When Peter Obi was chosen as the vice presidential candidate, all the Southeast governors, all of them, they ganged up against him. They didn't even want to him because they wanted him for themselves. And when I keep hearing marginalization, go from 1999 up to this last month allocation. Look at the trillions of naira collected by that region. There is nothing on ground. What you see in Igbo land is the entrepreneurship spirit of the Igbo man who ties his road, who builds his churches, who does everything there. The government sits down and whack that money. They have not called their leaders. They have not called them to account for what they have collected. Let them start from there. And not only the Igbos, everywhere in Nigeria, I call the people that have collected money on our behalf. Where is that money? What have you done? Is it, how come we still have people outside roaming the street? How come we don't have housing? How come the children are out of school? How come our schools are not good? How come we don't have anything? So what is the doing money? Money goes beyond bridges. So we need to develop our human capital first before we start building bridges.
Okay, now our lines are bubbling there, so let me pick one of these calls. I'll pick the female line so I can get a winner there. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Jimmy.
What's your name, ma?
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth. What's the surname?
Gold.
Gold or Gold?
Gold, G-O-L-D.
Oh, Gold. Elizabeth
yes,
Gold.
Daddy.
Yes. You need to come to the studios within the next 48 hours to come and pick some gifts. Courtesy Amsterdam.
Thank you, Daddy. Thank you, Daddy. God bless you.
Courtesy Amsterdam Malta. Is Amsterdam Malta you thank? No be me give you. Don't go tell people some could Jimmy give you something. Don't be me on. Now Amsterdam Malta and
Thank you. God bless you.
They give you drink and some things where you go take jolly for Christmas. Hello, she's gone. Did we get her name? We did. Okay. So she should please come round. If you're still listening, please come round and identify yourself and pick up these goodies. So one more to go. Yeah. So we talked about you talked about the Igbos and how virtually their leaders have done them in. That's what it is. We need to be very frank about these things. It's not any better in the South too, because with everything you've thrown at them, there's nothing on ground to show for it. NDDC. 13% derivation, name it. Nothing. But you see loads of billionaires. You see, like my good friend James would say, that's how you can. He doesn't know how you can drive a Rolls Royce over the kind of roads that you have in that place. But that's the enterprise that we find ourselves in. Yoruba land is not becoming too much of an. By the way, talking of Yoruba land. These missiles at Adebanjo and let me ask Ajanaku and leave you out of it. Ajanaku, let us do Parako here. These missiles between Akonde and Adebanjo, what do you think is likely to happen?
Well, shots have been fired and the last has not been heard. It's been painted in public domain that Chief BC Akode is disseminating convenient truths. He has left out the cause celebre and painted him in saintly robes. And elder statesmen, he's taking them to the cleaners, traditional rulers, and anybody who wants to a full picture will have to digest the 539 pages. I don't know whether Uncle Jimmy's name might.
No, I don't have time for it. You know
you never might know.
No, let me tell you, I don't read a lot of autobiographies, especially of politicians, because usually it's a paint-up job, full of half-truths and whatever. So I'm not. In fact, a day after the book was launched, I was furious here because The whole of Victoria Land was locked down on that day, and I didn't know what the whole fuss was about. Only for it to be a book of accusations, asking. Now it has gotten to a point, a question nobody has really asked, Adebanjo has asked. He says the philanthropist should declare his assets.
Yeah,
and that kind of debt being thrown in public, we are the beneficiaries. At the end of the day, we'll have a fair idea of what is going on. I mean, if Adebanjo was to say that he heard that what is being said in town was that it was a contractor who built the secretariat in Oshun, who built his house, all these dirty things.
So it was you don't know that so now.
No, it was Adebanjo just said it in the statement.
Oyelola said made it in that statement too, Abi.
Well, I don't know if Oyelola said it, but
the funds
it is in Adebanjo's
expended
statement.
to build government house in
Yes.
Osogbo.
They even signed the government house on his dying days of leaving office.
Maybe you see the good for us, it has popcorn and movie value, but I don't spend my time watching the Return of King of Boys and watching these things, because what they also do is they set us back. I mean, in the book in the year 2021, they are talking about how Obasanjo didn't like Awolowo. I mean I don't think some of our elder politicians have a sense of where we are. The young people out there, and that brings us to what actually brought us here in the very first instance of this. You're from
Elisha.
Which state is Elisha now?
Osun State.
Osun, okay. What actually brought us here, ironically, was what happened in Ondo. You know about it, what my friend did, and to see how the youth can extricate themselves from this kind of system and give them some hope. I was moved to tears when I saw the video of that guy that jumped in the water.
Yes, in
In Ekpe, but it's a reflection of the frustration of the youth. Like he was saying, at the end of the day, we would love to see a president, who would get us out of this poverty mess that we are in, which transcends all parts of our lives. Why do you have a proliferation of all kinds of cults? You have cults because in Nigeria today you must belong. Either you belong to the church. I mean, here we have a top government official, almost to the very top, being accused of always favoring members of his church anytime there's recruitment going on. You understand what I'm saying? That has been said. Here, of course, you had the one that, of course, appointed 10 judges. 4 were children of current judges. 1 was a sibling. That's 5 out of 10. We don't even know who the remaining 5 are. So you find that you have a growing youth that have lost complete faith in the system. And also, it is a very, very dangerous development. Extremely dangerous development. And the sad part is that it is those of us who are not partaking of this thing that are likely to be the first victims. Because NSAS will be like child's play. If you don't do the needful, in another year or 2, NSAS will be like child's play as to what might happen. I don't pray that it does. But we are pushing not just even the youth, even the elderly. Look at the pensioners. I mean, in what society would you hear 60, 65, 70-year-old people going demonstrating? We're pushing everybody. You're pushing the youth. You're pushing the pensioners. And you're showing favoritism and nepotism out there as if in such a brazen manner. As if you don't care. Anybody who doesn't like it can go to hell. And to hell they will go. But they might not go alone. Also, I wonder what you think.
You see, it's like the doomsday, like you said, it's coming, but it's something that we can avert if we have the right leadership. But if not, it will consume everybody. Like I keep telling my friends that who care to listen, is that you see, you can say, "Oh, I'm not a government person. What's my business? I did not them. After I'm doing my personal business." You see, the hungry man, the man in the streets, do not know if Usa is the government person or not. Usa is driving a big car.
The dichotomy.
So he's staying in the big good house. So what happened? They are part of our problem.
Is that true or just an example?
Eh?
Is it true? Are you driving a big car? Are you driving a big car? Are you driving a big house and living in a big car?
I'm driving a car for a middle class person like myself. And I'm staying in a middle class house. Which is I'm staying in a middle class house now. So I'm not staying in a full 1 acre compound now with a retinue of 8 and so everybody coming in, cook here and everybody. I'm just on my own.
It's not by might Okay, it is not the house, it is the area. Anyway, let's leave that. So the LIRS are listening. Don't let's declare our assets in public.
So the issue there is that the middle class, everybody needs to stand up and get themselves counted in the liberation of Nigeria.
Yes.
Because it's not just let's not just be selfish. It's about us as a people. Most of us did not become middle class overnight. Some people come from humble background.
Yes.
They work their way to where they are with their own things of hard work and stuff like that. So we understand. But
a small TV
yes,
too.
even the corporate sector we know. So, but at the end of the day, we need to make sure that our two hands are to lift our brothers and sisters up. And how do we do that? By making sure that we speak to power, we speak to government to make sure that the right things are done for the people. Because if you say you cannot, I don't go to private hospital, something will happen to you, and the private hospital are not very where to go. So the general hospital that you are saying nothing concerns you, you still go and end up there. So we need to make every sector of our economy, of our country, working. So we need to join hands with the people and not be anti-people.
And also elite. When we say elite, we are talking about educated elite. We also need to realize we are in the first line of fire.
Yeah, cannon fodder.
Even though we are not, we haven't caused it, but we are in the first line of fire. Do you know how many private jets left Nigeria during NSAS?
Very well, no. People disappeared.
So, I mean, so what are we talking about?
They will have intelligence report that they will tell you that things are going to happen this they will just disappear and enter.
Yes.
They won't find a way to somewhere and take a helicopter and find their way out of there.
Let me take another call. Hello, morning. Hello.
Hello, good morning, Uncle Jimmy.
Morning. Who's calling?
Hey, happy Christmas.
You never win anything. You never win anything, please.
I'm so happy. I've been listening to you. Now, this is the opportunity I have, Uncle Jimmy.
No, you have not won anything. It's not time to win
I've not won anything. Even when you did the anniversary, I called. I did not win anything.
Okay, thank you very much. It is the last caller that will win the final one, not the next caller. Okay, let's freak. We want somebody now who will contribute to this discussion. Hello, yes, good morning. Hello. Hello. Oh, we lost that one.
Hello, good morning.
Morning, sir. Who's calling?
My name is Kyle Mogaji.
Good morning. ABC.
Good morning. I'm only going to say good morning to Mr. Oscar.
Good morning, Kyle.
This thing that you don't drink and finish.
Hey, me. Uncle Jimmy, I collect prize. Everybody, okay. Uncle Jimmy, give me prize.
Okay.
Uncle Jimmy.
Yes.
I'm so happy the name Mr. Osa actually spoke about, and that's Mr. Additional. Besides capacity, the most important word that actually defines this person is integrity. And look at every other person that's been banging around. In all the other parties, none can actually compete or even live with that word. We need to, not just to say, yeah, this person has done this in the past, we'll be able to use it because it's a tiger. But let's keep asking about your precedents, your antecedents. And integrity should actually be the crowning factor.
Wow. Thank you. Right. Wow. What's up? Final word.
He was the person that carried, Akim Adesina was the Minister for Agriculture under Jonathan. And when I read about him, I found out that he was working in FAO, Food Agriculture, that's United Nations. That's what he was working for, and Obasanjo was the one that introduced him to Jonathan and said, "This man will turn around your agriculturalist and his sector." And we knew how our agricultural the gain that we had in agriculture came out from him. All the policies that we had. And he went to Africa Development Bank. Even when he was probed by the Americans of favoring Nigeria, some certain things. Now the guy stepped aside. They looked at everywhere. Nothing was.
He was clean as a cat.
Nothing was found at him. No, but you don't see.
I'm asking.
There's no way the Americans will, because they were against his candidature. There was no way they will go after you with that thing. There will be something somewhere that will link to you.
And they didn't find it.
They didn't find it.
Last word, Mr. Ajanaku.
Well, Uncle Jimmy, the last caller said integrity. But angels only exist in heaven.
Okay.
So
all
we
right.
have to make do with what we have here.
I need to now pick the last call. The next caller is going to win the third set of gifts that we have, courtesy of Amsterdam Malta. And who is that person going to be? Just click on it. Hello, good morning.
Hello?
Morning. That one, don't lose with that. Hello, good morning. Quickly.
Hello, good morning, Uncle Jimmy.
Morning, ma. Who's calling?
This is Laura.
Laura, good morning, ma. You've won some gifts from Amsterdam Malta. Please come.
Sir?
Can we have your surname, please?
Okay, IDIKE.
IDIKE. Okay, you have to come to the studios at Etimi and pick some gifts from Amsterdam Malta, okay? You're the third and final winner for today. And that's where we close the program for today. We'll be back again tomorrow. Tomorrow, we, of course, is... thank you, gentlemen, for coming. Tomorrow is a Christmas edition of Dear Bumi. And we're also going to give out gifts. And for tomorrow, I have 2 female youth corpers. 2 female... you know me, I have a way of getting them. I have 2 female youth corpers. I have them here tomorrow. Tomorrow is one of those days when it's better to go to YouTube than to I tell you, all you guys out there.
Are they going to be standing?
Sorry?
Are they going to be standing around doing the show?
No, you know, for the people I'm talking to know themselves. I'm not talking of the likes of you. My boys.
So they can see them in the full glory.
My people, they'll see them on YouTube tomorrow.
They will be sitting down.
Wait, don't worry. I will do that.
They can stand and they can.
Don't worry.
Zainab can make the microphone go up so they can stand and.
You are too old. Yeah, and old. I'm talking to my people.
Emi of Dorao, 20 years old. 70 years gap.
No, leave that one. Leave that one.
Yeah, Baba is enjoying life.
Leave that one.
There was a lot of fun.
Okay, we'll be. So tomorrow is Dear Bumi, and I have 2 youth corpers, female, coming. And we'll sit back and have fun for Christmas. And also we'll have gifts to give out tomorrow as usual. I'd like to thank Amsterdam Malta. I'd like to thank Osa and Mr. Ajanaku. Zainab is back from leave, looking fresh and nice and whatever.
Thank you.
You know, this sleeve, it fits you well. Okay, so that's why we'll knock it off today. The, what's their name again? The people, the tech, you know, the brain is, I'm tired. I think I need to go on vacation. The techers, I will be coming in here any minute from now, and we'll be able to continue the enjoyment. So don't touch that dial. Just relax. And see, sorry?
Take one is.
Take 1 is no, take 2 will be here, yeah. But take 1 will still be running towards the
gate. Take 3 is at home.
Is at home. I'll see you all tomorrow at 9. Bye.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.